So warning, if you ever come to San Diego, or if you're born in Colorado, or Michigan, Washington, wherever, if you have to deal with Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, the GPS Anklet Small Fry Robo Knight, the El Cortez crew, Charles Ellery or the Ellery brothers, DJ Dave Balamorad of Colorado, of the Balhai House, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson and Don Wally, Doug King, and certain people, be prepared that they are rapists, liars, and phonies, and always will be. Be prepared if you buy any electronic equipment, whether you buy it brand new or at a store used, they'll try to steal it from you and make up a story. You people are rapists, liars, and phonies, Perlita, and always will be. Always will be. So if you're born, you want to, or like in coming up in the world, you want to stay away from these people anywhere you go. They've always lied about the Google and YouTube. Their leader, their Masonic fool, is a lie. They murdered people for it, framed people for it, and that's all it's ever been. It's fake. Oh, 1961 amphibious base man there. Fakes, liars, and shills. Murderers. Because they didn't like the current education system, they decided to change it. So, that is Joe Zillig's little regime faction of a groupie. He murdered and, like, sexually molested his family for it. He thinks he's God, or he thinks he's Jehovah, but he's not. They make rules. They say people are not allowed to watch TV or use computers, but then they turn around and use them themselves. Basically, if you don't marry Perlita Quinwan, or what Bernard or Harry or, you know, Joe Ellery's demand, then they destroy your lives. This is why my mom's fucked up, got jacked up, because I could already see the personality of Joe Zillig and some of these men show up into her. So they're Nazi idiots. Their plan doesn't work because it surrounds theft when they are the thieves. It's all set up. So if you want a better life in the world, avoid these people. Avoid moving onto Pickens Street because they stalk and hover that one. Jamaica Street of Aurora, Colorado, they do that too. You want to avoid the bald Negro gangs because, you know, for their civil rights movements, they'll do pretty much anything. And, you know, avoid LGBT. If you're a male and you want a decent life and be healthy, don't have any kind of anal sex with any man. Let's see, if you're a woman, well, yeah, make sure you pick your partner right. I wouldn't hook up with any gang members. Let's see, don't hook up with drug dealers. You know, basically what we're going to do, since, you know, their little leader of the world there thinks he owns everything, and he thinks he owns all of California, he killed for it, and that's why you guys are all bit out, and they have to paint the boxes to, like, you know, commemorate themselves so they can raise Tupac or whatever. You know, set it all up so they have their little section, but it'll never work correctly because that's not how we used to do it. None of those men or these children or their, you know how to do it. Never will, because it was done a specific way. It's doubtful if they even learn how to remotely get close to it that they'll ever work decently. They pretty much scared off and killed off most of the families that knew what they were doing. Be prepared to have your eyes poked and your face mutilated if you question the cowboys or the carnies or the Indians. But they're fakes. They're thieves covering up what they stole from my dad or other families. That's what David does. Are you going to collect more gold now, David? You're going to become like what the Egyptians wanted. So for a set of people that don't like the Negroes or certain people that you guys sure take after it real quick. as long as there's money and silver and gold involved in it. Oh, by the way, if you have pre-bought gold and silver and you have certificates proving that you bought it, save it, lock it up, and put it away so Dave and the small fry runt and the group of thieves can't get to it. Because, you know, it'll actually be worth even more money that you now all know that that's what those people do, is grift. They got their fag whistling again for my dog, but my dog never lived out here in California. And so, there's a fake. And that's what the bald Negroes and the liars do, is swap around equipment and lie, and that's why you're all sick. They're pretending to try to cure something, but they never will. The Negroes have never gotten Google to work right because of their attitude. Because they're fakes. You have to go to school to make it work, and that's what some of us did. And they killed off the ones that knew what they were doing. Hey, I'm going to let you guys be led by your ignorant, racist fag down there in 1961. The GPS anklet rapist knight in Ellery's, and all the fakes that spy. See, because if it wasn't the fake, you would all not need to spy. Therefore, you're all fakes. Just you're bored, looking for something to do. But you got to remember who really runs the world and those computer systems, like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, the Schmids, you know, the Hurleys, Chads, I don't know, that's their stuff that they created. But you all want to take it over, professing that they're all dead. And well, some movie stars and celebrities are still alive. So Harry, you were wrong. Pitting it dead and red wasn't the smartest idea you all came up with, Cowboy Hillbilly Hicks. And like I said, the groups of you that work together will be now known as, you know, Nazi mass murderers, because you all have an infatuation with how to run the world that way. But remember, you can't get too much done that way. Can't get it done. So therefore, you're not the real Nazis, even though you like to, a lot of you like to pretend that you are. You guys don't even remotely have enough charisma to match Adolf. Or my dog. So your black little fucking faggot liar Negro there, and the name swapping and all that shit is a fucking lie. They do it because Bernard LaChance and them know that they murdered a child. Then they want to make a clone to claim it that it's their child, but it's not really their child. So, as you guys try to create Stan, and your team there, Karen, tried to create Eden or Zion or, you know, the bad guys or whatever, or Atlantis, know this, that you're frauds because you never actually lived there or experienced it. That means Joe Zillig, Harry trying to fit inside of the little blue girl that doesn't want them, the minor that they're trying to rape. That's what basically Bernard's doing, is that those guys stare at a screen, Riley and them stare at a screen, hoping when they get all the stuff that they fall into bed with that child, or the child that they create, so they can hump it to death, and they think that'll give them the magic oomph of immortality. But that's not what her and I did, morons. That's not how it happened. Okay? Therefore, you're a bunch of faggot males running around pretending you know all this great theory and science, but you don't know shit. You're thieves, you're delusional, you're psychopaths, you'll follow a fucking, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. But you guys ruin everything because I keep telling you the groups of you are in areas that you don't really belong, and you make up stories because you're bored instead of getting a fucking ticket and going home.